Welcome back to the channel where we shine the spotlight on every creature from the mighty megafauna to the tiny twitchy-nosed wonders you didn't even know existed. And today we're dialing the spotlight way down to focus on one of the fastest feet in the animal kingdom, an animal that's not a mouse, not a shrew, not an elephant, but somehow related to all of them and none of them at the same time. Say hello to the black and Rufous Sengi, also known as the black and Rufous elephant shrew, proudly scurrying, zigzagging and being awesome at the Allwetterzoo Muenster in Germany. Now, before we even get into the good stuff, let's clarify one thing right away. This creature is not a shrew and definitely not an elephant. But it's called an elephant shrew because, well, why not confuse everyone right from the start? The elephant part comes from its tiny but flexible trunk-like nose, and the shrew part is pure historical nonsense because scientists later discovered these creatures are more closely related to elephants, manatees and aardvarks than they are to actual shrews. So yes, this ping-pong ball with legs is technically a distant cousin of Dumbo. And let's talk about appearance, because the black and Rufous Sengi is rocking some serious contrast. Its front half, jet black. Its back half, bright rusty red. Like it's just backed into a pot of paprika. Add in big eyes, long spindly legs, a pointed snout that never seems to stop sniffing, and you've got yourself one of the most stylish little mammals on Earth. And they look like someone gave a mouse a makeover, a Red Bull and an identity crisis, and honestly, we're here for it. Now, despite being the size of a small gerbil, this little mammal has energy that could rival a room full of toddlers on espresso. These guys are constantly in motion, darting, sniffing, bouncing, zigzagging across the forest floor at speeds that make you question whether you just saw an animal or a glitch in the Matrix. Black and Rufous Sengis can run up to 30 km per hour, and that's faster than most Olympic sprinters if you adjust for size. And they don't just move fast, they live fast. At the Allwetter Zoo Muenster, their exhibit is set to resemble their natural habitat, a dense forest floor with plenty of leaf litter, twisted branches and hidden tunnels. And if you stand still and wait patiently, you might catch a glimpse of one zipping past or standing on its hind legs like it's about to make a speech and then vanishing in a blur the moment it notices you blinked. Watching a Sengi is a bit like trying to track a dropped coin in a pinball machine. It's fast, it's unpredictable, and it's absolutely thrilling. So what do these speedy fluff balls eat? They are insectivores, which means they snack on ants, termites, beetles, spiders, and anything else that dares to crawl in front of their super sensitive snouts. That long nose isn't just for show, it's packed with nerves and acts like a tiny metal detector for bugs. They poke around with it, twitching and wiggling until they detect the faintest movements, and then bam, out of shoots the tongue and the snack is gone. It's like the world's cutest predator with a built-in vacuum. And here's a fun fact that's going to blow your mind. These little guys create trail systems. That's right, they build and maintain a network of tiny leaf-cleared highways in their territory so they can zoom through the forest without resistance. They patrol these trails daily and checking for intruders, food, and let's be honest, probably just to stretch their legs. So yes, the black and Rufous Sengi basically has its own GPS-guided walking paths. Nature's version of a Fitbit is alive and well. And speaking of territory, Sengis are extremely territorial. Each one has its own home range and they do not appreciate uninvited guests. They mark their territory with secretions from special glands behind their ears, which they rub on sticks and rocks. And so the next time you see one of them casually brushing its head against a twig, it's not being affectionate, it's saying, "This is mine, step off." And now let's talk about love, because even high-speed mammals need romance. Black and Rufous Sengis are monogamous, which is pretty rare in the animal kingdom, and that means one male and one female pair up and share a territory for life, though they don't exactly cuddle. They're more like roommates with separate hobbies. They meet up occasionally for dinner and, well, reproduction, and then go their separate ways to do more zooming around and bug hunting. Still, it's a commitment, and that's something to admire. Female Sengis usually give birth to 1 or 2 well-developed babies at a time. These newborns are born with fur, open eyes, and enough strength to walk around within hours. And that's right, no helpless, wobbly stage. These babies are ready to sprint into the world almost immediately. It's like pressing start and skipping the tutorial. And now, let's get real for a moment. Even though these animals are ridiculously cool, you probably haven't heard of them until now. I think so. And why? Because they are shy, they are tiny, and they are overshadowed by flashier species. But here's the truth. Black and Rufous Sengis are vital to their ecosystems. They help control insect populations, they serve as prey for larger predators, and their trail building actually changes the structure of the forest floor. They may be small, but they leave a surprisingly big impact. That's maybe why they live in the same room with separation, of course, like lions in our zoo here. Unfortunately, their wild populations are vulnerable to habitat destruction and fragmentation. As forests are cleared or broken up by roads and farmland, Sengis lose the complex terrain they depend on. And that's why the role of zoos like Allwetterzoo Muenster is so crucial. Here, they're not only safe, they are ambassadors for the wild. They help us teach people that even the smallest animals deserve protection, also respect, and a spot in the spotlight. So the next time you're walking through the zoo, don't just rush past the tiny mammal enclosures. Stop, watch, wait. And if you're lucky, you might just catch a flash of black and rust streaking through the leaves like a forest ninja on a sugar high. And in that moment, you'll understand just how insanely awesome the Black and Rufous Sengi truly is. That wraps up today's high-speed journey through the wild world of the Black and Rufous Sengi. And if you had fun, learned something new, or are now slightly obsessed with one of the fastest noses in the business, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more creature features and hit the bell so you never miss a single whisker, hoof, or feather. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, stay wild.